and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock, with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
Right on the left side. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Trent. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Back to right. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Gets the 3 ball to go. Mamukelashvili's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Hachimura outside. 3-pointer off the mark.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back over to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Hachimura from long range. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Mamukelashvili. Left side, Wembanyama. Double on Wembanyama. Rebounded by Trent. Boston leading by 3. And it's Mitchell, the miss.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Kispert. Right side, Wembanyama. Back to Kispert. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
See, this is something that I think Donovan Mitchell needs to keep working on. To me, his responsibility is to get his teammates going as much as himself.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. 1:29 left in the second period. Oh, it's stolen. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Kispert on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Back to Kispert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mamukelashvili. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now here's Trent. From downtown. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Trent Jr. is so dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations because from the touch, it is out of his hands so quick.
Pass to Van Vliet. Middleton outside. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. And now an 11-point Boston lead.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw misses.
At the line for 2.
Good on the second one.
How about this, guys? Only the 5th undrafted player in NBA history to be named an All-Star. What you love is Fred VanVleet every year has improved. He's fearless. He's tough. There's nothing not to like.
Oh, deflected. Here's Mamukelashvili. And so that's the end of the first half. It's the Celtics. They lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Pass to Wembanyama. Here is DiVincenzo. Nails it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got his second basket on the night.
Well, we know DiVincenzo loves to shoot the long ball. The defense, you've got to be there to contest.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Here's VanVleet. Collins a screen. Back to VanVleet. Clock at 4. 3-pointer is up. Middleton connects from downtown. Middleton's got 6.
I'll tell you what, I mean, it feels like Middleton can shoot from anywhere, but he's especially deadly from the corner.
The 3, Allen fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Outside Barnes. Pass to Allen. Here's Wembanyama. Outside, DiVincenzo. Allen outside. White on the wing. The 3-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 10. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And the Celtics another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Collins comes with a double. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And here's VanVleet from the arc. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Granted, recent seasons, the big limiter on Chris Middleton's game has been health.
Yeah, B.A., and it's just so frustrating. Here's a high-impact player, an all-star, and he's always having to come back from something. Not what you want for anyone. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triples. That's 3 in a row.
Trent with a double. Outside, DiVincenzo. The kick out to White. Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Wembanyama. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound, Celtics. Now here's Wells. Launches a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And the call will be against Jalen Wells. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And so the ball out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Wembanyama. Rebound by Middleton. Boston leading by 19. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Guys, back to you.
forward thinking. Allie, thank you. Mitchell uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got 8 points.
Well, the dribble drive game of Donovan Mitchell will keep defenders guessing. Boy, you've got to deal with every aspect of an offensive arsenal with this guy.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, he's built for the big moments. Jamal Murray ready and willing when the pressure is on.
Yeah, B.A., his playoff performances speak for themselves. Clutch scoring, playmaking, and, of course, that killer mentality.
Celtics on D. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Kispert outside. Clock at 6. White on the wing. Pass to Kispert. The three is up. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Well, John Collins has proven over the course of his career to be a consistent rebounder. You have got to box this guy out.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Now Wembanyama. Kispert outside. To the wing, right side. Outside White. For 3, Allen. Clark grabs the board. Celtics lead by 15. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Mitchell. Down low. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, my goodness. Gary Trent Jr. saying, Pops, I got a little hops in my game, too.
White looking it over. And there's the drive. Off with the layup. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Boston looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds.
The visiting team, 33.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So it's Boston now. They lead by 17. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside. And stolen by Clark. Murray with it. Picked up by Allen. White with the steal. Wembanyama down low. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
The three from Mitchell. The putback. Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
The three from Barnes. Rebound Boston. Mitchell with the ball. Six to shoot. Middleton outside. Boston needs to get off a shot here. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Now into the lineup for Boston, number 45.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Away team ball.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
Third personal foul. First team foul. Now
The visitors with the ball. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Shot clock at 5. Back to White. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist.
3 points.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
First team foul.
Mitchell double team to the middle. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
Outside Wembanyama. Double on Wembanyama. Allen outside. Jacks up a 3. The shot off that time. Stolen by Wembanyama. The 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by Trent.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Rejected by Barnes.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Celtics.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation. Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Now White. Allen outside. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up the tray. Collins trips down the board. Boston leading by 17. Trent on target from range.
Well, range is what Gary Trent gives you, and it's on display right there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul.
The 3, DiVincenzo. Buries it from outside.
For the Celtics.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Outside Hachimura. And here's Wells. Outside Hachimura. Here's Collins. Shot clock at 2. And he fires! Wembanyama gets a hand on it.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And Boston pushing it up now. Wembanyama rips down the board.
Ooh, he got a little ahead of himself there, and it cost him dearly. It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Donovan Mitchell.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
5 on the clock. Floats one up. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for the Celtics. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. Collins. Here's Trent. He launches. Drops in the 3. And the Celtics lead by 20.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
So it's Boston now. Now here's Collins. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So we see the Celtics taking the W.
Might throw some honest.